is doing well. A couple of days before payday. So how's the stress, guys? Okay, so I'm Pamella from Ndzumo Consulting, and I'll be hosting this webinar for us today. First and foremost, can you guys hear me loud and clear? Can I get a thumbs up? Yes. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? Just a thumbs up, high five. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. So I just want to firstly say this, that the audio has been intentionally muted for everybody just to reduce disruptions. So if you've got anything to say, just raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Okay, so if you guys were back at school now, you'd get prizes for arriving on time. So good on you for that. But I would like us to allow just a couple of minutes for other people, other business owners to join who are still trying to remember their logging in details, who are still trying to find this webinar, because it is quite important. So can we start at 11:05 just to allow time for the other people to join? In the meantime, and I always start my webinars this way, I was even reminded today by Sandile, just to get us acquainted with each other. Can I have two business owners to just raise their hands and use this time to, one, market themselves and tell us a little bit about themselves, about their business, and what they're hoping to get from today's webinar? Just two business owners, if you are interested on taking this time to tell us a little bit more about yourself, market your business, and what you're hoping to get from today's webinar, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you, and then you get the opportunity. You never know who is here, who is listening and is looking for your services and your products. So I personally, when I get the opportunity to talk about my company, I always grab that opportunity. So if you would want to be one of those two business owners who wants to tell us about themselves, their company, and what they're hoping to get from today's webinar, just raise your hand. Just two. Just two. No raise hands, guys. Month end is coming. Is all the cash flow in the business? Why is nobody wanting to market their business? Okay, we're just waiting. We're just giving 3 more minutes to allow an opportunity for just a couple of more business owners to join us on today's webinar. We'll be starting at exactly 11:05. I'm giving 2 more minutes to just one business owner who wants to tell us a little bit about themselves. Most importantly, tell us about their business and what they're hoping to get from today's webinar. There's only 2 minutes left. And trust me, I'm going to have time to market my business. So you guys are not making the most of this. Okay, sharp. Oh, finally. God. All right, we've got our hands up. All right, I'm just going to unmute you now. All right. Auntie, please unmute and tell us about yourself, tell us about your business and what you're hoping to get from today's webinar while we wait for the other people to join us. You've got 2 minutes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, thanks very much for the opportunity. My name is Anthea and I'm the founder of Elevator. We focus on immersive training solutions for entrepreneurship from the age of 7 years old right up to executive level. And what makes us special is that we understand that people learn differently. And so all of our training is customized, taking into consideration how people learn and actually comprehend information, making sure that we have impact and output. What I'm hoping to get out of today, I think, is we take for granted just how important understanding financial management is, and it plays a very big role in the business. And it's really just for me I'm always just a sponge looking for opportunity to learn. And more importantly is how can I then, what I take from here, how can I take that and add value into the entrepreneurs that I work with as well? And then, of course, to meet other impactful women and entrepreneurs as well, and network, because I do believe that your network is your net worth. So I'm really looking forward to engaging and learning from everyone else. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Anthea. Much appreciated. And for telling us a little bit about yourself and your business. Now, even I know what your company does. So I want to applaud you for raising your hand up and letting us know a little bit more about your company. All right, cool. I think we've allowed enough time. A lot of people will just join us as we go, but I believe we can get started. Okay, cool. So I just want to start with a couple of housekeeping things so that we are all on the same page. First and foremost, can I get a thumbs up? You guys can be are seeing my screen. On top is saying housekeeping, right? Thumbs up. Can you guys see? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. Okay, cool. First and foremost, this webinar is being recorded. So rest assured, it will be emailed to you at the end of, the recording will be emailed to you at the end of the webinar. But just give us a little bit of, a couple of hours just to edit, make sure we still look pretty and right? But this webinar will be recorded. So rest assured, you don't need to ask, can I get the recording? So that you can touch on any other things that were discussed during this webinar at a later stage. And also so that you can focus on what it is that we're saying and not being too concerned about taking down notes. That's the first thing. So the topics for today, there's 3 things we're going to be touching on. The first thing is all roads lead to Electra Mining 2024. Who's excited? Who's been there before? What are you expecting for Electra Mining 2024? So we'll be discussing a little bit more about Electra Mining, what you can expect, how to register, and would like to know, engage with us. Have you attended before? What are you expecting for the 2024 Electra Mining? Secondly, I'll then be discussing on a topic I will be discussing in depth at Electra Mining. And that topic is building sustainable women-led businesses, financial management. So today is just a taste, a teaser. We're trying to encourage you to attend the conference, so where it will be discussed in a whole lot more detail. And I'm not the only panelist. I think there's about 4 of us. So today is just a teaser from my perspective of financial management for business-led businesses in mining. But in detail, we'll be at the Electra Mining Conference. So please do make the time to come and join us at Electra Mining. Finally, we'll be touching on who Women in Mining Business South Africa is, how it can assist your business to be part of this phenomenal organization that is dedicated to women who are in business and in the mining sector. So stick around for that. All right, so this is going to be the structure of the webinar. The first thing is brief introduction of the guests. That will be done by me, Pamella Ndzumo from Ndzumo Consulting. I'll literally just be saying who the guests are that will be joining me on today's webinar. When they get their sessions, they will introduce themselves in more detail, just so you can build that rapport and get to know them a little bit better, straight from the horse's mouth. Then it's all road leads to Electra Mining 2024, and that will be presented by Palesa Katlego Makoti from WIMBiz. Then it will be a brief discussion on building sustainable women-led business financial management, and that will be presented by myself, Pamella Ndzumo from Ndzumo Consulting. And finally, we will have a discussion by Hlulisani Mabe from Women in Mining to help you understand a little bit more about who WIMBiz is and how you can be a part of them. Then we'll allow time for Q&A right at the end. Okay, brief introductions. So firstly, there will be 3 of us on today's webinar. There's myself, Pamella Ndzumo. I'm the Managing Director from Ndzumo Consulting. And there's also Balisa Katleko Makoti. She's an executive and a strategic partner at WIMBiz. She'll introduce herself in more detail coming up shortly. And finally, we've got Hlulisani Mabe. She's the director at WIMBiz. Right. All roads lead to Electra Mining 2024. Palisa, you can take it away. I'll stop sharing on my side.
Good morning, phenomenal woman. Just in case you were wondering, yes, I am speaking to you. Good morning, phenomenal woman. Good morning, phenomenal woman entrepreneur who is building her business. I want us to take this moment to become present in our consciousness at this event. I want you to put your hands over your heart like this and repeat after me the words of the poet Maya Angelou. I am a woman, phenomenally. No, guys, come on. Come on, I see you. You are not doing this. Woman entrepreneur, take this opportunity to bless yourself. Put your hands over your heart like this and repeat after me. I am a woman, phenomenally. A phenomenal woman. That is me. Indeed, that is you. You are phenomenal. I am Palesa Yakatlego Makoti. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and I am the executive for strategic partnerships at Women in Mining Business, WIMBiz for short. And today, I am here to tell you about something exciting happening next week, from the 2nd to the 6th of September. So by a show of your favorite emoji, who has heard of Electra Mining? I'm looking for emojis and there are none. Oh my goodness, only one person. Okay. Electra Mining is Southern Africa's largest trade show in the fields of mining, electrical, automation, and manufacturing. Electra Mining is an exceptional opportunity for entrepreneurs in those fields to market their businesses as exhibitors. It's also an opportunity to rub shoulders with industry leaders, thought leaders in those fields at Electra. And lastly, it's an opportunity for you to get a sneak peek into the latest innovations and technologies in those fields. Electra Mining, Southern Africa's largest trade show, mining, electrical, automation, and manufacturing, happening next week. But wait, there's more. WIMBiz will be exhibiting at Electra Mining. We will be there for the entire duration from the 2nd to the 6th. However, there are 2 special things happening, which I am going to give you a sneak peek into. On the 3rd of September, it is your opportunity to take off your PPE. You know, those of us in mining, manufacturing, electrical, we always kit it out in PPE. It's our opportunity to take off the PPE, find that little black number, you know that one, or even that ostentatious red dress, if you are that lady, and attend the WIMBiz cocktail party. 3rd of September, from 3 until 5, WIMBiz cocktail party at Electra. But wait, there's even more. On the 5th of September, we have a conference for women entrepreneurs just like you. We are going to be speaking in detail to 3 topics. Number 1, leveraging technology in your business. Number 2, financial wellness. And number 3, the power of networking. WIMBiz conference at Electra on the 5th of September from 10 until 2. So, clear your diaries and make sure that you are at Electra Mining, Southern Africa's largest trade show. Make sure that you come to the WIMBiz exhibit from the 2nd until the 6th. And on the 3rd, you have a special invitation to come looking fabulous in your red dress, in your black little number. Come to the cocktail party. And on the 5th of September, invest in you as a business owner by attending the conference where we'll be speaking about leveraging technology in your business, financial wellness, and the power of networking. Does that make sense? By a show of the balloon emoji, that one that's exploding, are we all making plans to be at Electra? Can I see? No emojis. So none of us is coming. Okay, one person with the heart emoji. Ladies, this is your opportunity. Okay, I see the emojis now. Awesome. Now, as women, I know we are very pragmatic. As entrepreneurs, even more so. So as I was speaking, I know that the first question that came to mind is, what does it cost? And the second question, what are the logistics? So let me start and speak to the logistics first. Electra Mining is happening at the Nasrec Expo Center. Nasrec Expo Center, physical location. WIMBiz will be exhibiting at Electra, meaning that we will also be at the Nasrec Expo Center. The conference and the cocktail party also happen in that location. In terms of the Electra Mining Trade Show, you need to register online on their website for your ticket. In terms of your ticket to the cocktail party and the conference, you need to register on the WIMBiz social media pages, LinkedIn, Facebook, for your ticket to the conference and the cocktail party. The exhibit, the stand, once you've registered for Electra Mining, you will have access to that. So those are the logistics. Now we come to the cost. What is the impact on your cash flow of attending Electra, the cocktail event, and the conference? Let's start with Electra. Electra Mining, Southern Africa's largest trade show, is coming to you at the phenomenal price of free. Electra Mining, your opportunity to network, rub shoulders with industry leaders, to really learn about the innovations and technologies, is free. Register on their website for your free ticket. Then the cocktail party. I'm actually think I'm going to be wearing a green little number. You'll see me by my green little number, but have your black little number, red ostentatious dress out. What does the cocktail party cost? Any takers? The cocktail party, thanks to our generous sponsors, is also free. Ladies, you get to look fab, network, enjoy yummy food for free. Then the conference. That one where you are investing in yourself as a business owner by getting industry thought leaders to share their ideas on those 3 topics. That is also free. Impact on cash flow, nil. Impact on your business and on you, astronomical. Ladies, next week, Electra Mining, specifically the WIMBiz stand, is the place to be. Make sure you meet us at the Nasrec Expo Center for Southern Africa's largest trade show in terms of mining, electrical, automation, and manufacturing mean. Make sure you come to the WIMBiz stand. We will be there from the 2nd to the 6th. And make sure you come to the cocktail party on the 3rd, 3 to 5, free. Make sure you attend the conference, the WIMBiz conference at Electra from 10 till 2 on the 5th of September. So ladies, in wrapping up, I want us to again bless ourselves as entrepreneurs and as women. Put your hands over your heart in this fashion and say to yourself with conviction, I am a woman, phenomenally, a phenomenal woman. That is me. I now hand back to our MC, Pamella.
Thank you so much, Palisa. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but I am now super, super excited about Electra Mining. How was that? Guys, there is a lot in store for you. I can feel her energy and I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to being there. Who is coming with us? Who is gonna be there with us? What I'm gonna suggest is, Balis, if you don't mind, do you mind just sharing a link to how the attendees can register for the cocktail event? A link to either LinkedIn or Facebook, anything that you easily have access to. If you can just share it on the chats, I think that would make it easy for them to be able to register. That's the first thing.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat now.
Perfect. The other thing is, ladies, and I see there are some gentlemen, thank you for coming. If you can please make use of the Q&A, if you've got any burning questions, while we wait for the dedicated section for Q&A. In the meantime, just make use of the Q&A here on Teams and ask your questions away, and we'll address them during the Q&A time. Okay. All right. I'm just going to quickly share my screen. Okay, great. As Balisa had indicated, there is a lot in store for you at WIMBiz, and I will be one of the panelists on the topic, Building Sustainable Women-Led Businesses, Financial Management. So, who am I? So I'm Pamella Ndzumo from Ndzumo Consulting. We run an accounting firm that helps small businesses pay little to no taxes legally, of course, guys. We're building sustainable businesses here. So let's do things legally. But apart from just the taxes, we also do bookkeeping and payroll for your businesses so that you can focus on what it is that you love doing. For example, servicing the mining sector. All right, as I indicated, I'm going to be a panelist at the discussion at Electra Mining, Building Sustainable Women-Led Businesses, Financial Management. Today is just a snippet, a taster of what I'll be going into a whole lot more detail at Electra Mining. So please be sure to be there and join us so that you can lead and run financially managed businesses, because ultimately you are the financial head for your company. So the top 5 things I want us to focus on today, because we will, on this, like I indicated, it's just a snippet, is what does sustainability mean? Just briefly, because that's not where my focus is going to be. What does sustainability mean for a woman-led business? What does sustainability mean for a woman-led business in the mining industry? Because not all industries are the same. So you must know which game you are playing in and how to be great at it. What is financial management and what is financial leadership? Because I'm talking to business owners here who are the leaders in their organization. So for me, what does sustainability mean? In plain English, sustainability for me means how do I ensure that what I'm building today is going to be here tomorrow, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, but most importantly, is going to be here generations from now. I do not leave the comfort of corporate, a salary. Most people are getting paid on Friday, just so my kids can go back into corporate and start from scratch. How can I ensure that my business being sustainable is going to help them and their future goals in order for them to also run sustainable businesses? Sustainability for me means adopting practices and making decisions that will ensure that my business is here to stay. I don't want to be a Nokia, but I want to learn from Nokia. Are you learning from other people's mistakes so that you can ensure your business does not make that same mistake? How are you learning? So, long-term financial management for your business is quite important for its sustainability. Ensuring that you are resilient. Resilient means when COVID comes, when new government comes, your business is still staying. How are you planning on doing that? How are you ensuring that your employees are invested in the growth of your business? Because for me, in my organization, my team is at the top. Because without my team, I cannot have a sustainable business. Because they do what I cannot do. If I'm everywhere all at once, the business does not grow. So how do I ensure that my team is growing as the business is growing? How do I ensure that they stay? Because guys, as we know, keeping employees and team members is one of the hardest things. But if you want to build a sustainable business, you need to ensure that you are investing in your team members. The other thing I want to touch on, if you are planning on ensuring that your business is sustainable, you need to invest in technology. You need to be innovative in how you are doing business. That's the only way you're going to ensure the sustainability of your business, because we are in a time of change, of AI. If you do not adapt to the environment that you are in, you are actually moving backwards, because other businesses, other competitors are doing what the environment is requiring in order to remain sustainable. What does sustainability mean for a women-led business? Let's not undermine this, guys. As business owners who are females, there's a lot that is expected from us. We are mothers. We are wives. When we get home, we need to, some of us are fortunate they don't have to worry about this, but a lot of us have to worry about checking that the kids' homework is done, checking that their food is ready, they have been fed. Even hubby is happy, because when hubby is not happy, I'm not happy and my business suffers. So how do I ensure that as a woman who is leading a business, I surround myself with the correct support that I, as a female running a business, needs? Tulisani is going to touch on Women in Mining Business, an organization that is dedicated to helping women in business in the mining industry. Are you part of such organizations? Because you need that support. Other women in your industry understand the challenges that women are facing. And when we come together as women, our voices become louder. So are you ensuring that you are partnering up with other organizations that are going to help you run a business that is sustainable and help you address the challenges that your business, because you're a female, are facing? Oh, gosh, this thing. All right. Next, What does sustainability mean for a woman-led business in the mining industry? You chose to be in this game of playing in the mining industry. For you to run a sustainable business in the mining industry, what does it mean? What do you need to do in order to ensure that you are playing the game and are playing a game that will ensure that your business is going to succeed? Alisa touched on at Electra Mining, there's going to be a cocktail session. We all know that in order to be successful in business, it helps to know the right people. Are you going to that cocktail event just to look phenomenal? Or are you there to help yourself and your business to make deals, to get to know more about what opportunities are currently available in the mining sector? Networking is one of the fundamental aspects of running any business, because who you know helps. They will refer to you opportunities that you were not even aware of. You know what they say, if you are the smartest person in the room, get out of there and fast. At Electra Mining, you're going to be surrounded by other phenomenal women who know other aspects of the mining sector that you were not aware of. And because you're building those relationships, they will share opportunities with you that you might not have been aware of. So you need to understand the game you are in, which is the mining sector, and you need to understand what it takes for you to succeed in this game. You need to know the rules of this game. If you're in the mining sector and you're supplying to a mine, one of the important things that we know you need to be on is their database. Now, how do you get to be on their database? Those are the questions you can ask at the cocktail party. How do I get to be on your database? What do I need to do? You'll be asking the mining sector, you'll be asking the mining sourcing companies how to be a part of them. That's how you get to succeed in the game. You need to understand it. We know the importance of compliance when you do join, in order for you to be on their databases. Is your company compliant? Because the first thing they will ask you is send us your tax clearance certificate. When they are ready to pay that purchase order, they first go check your tax status. That's how the game is played. And if you want to be successful in this game, you need to know the rules of the game and abide by them. Right? Okay. The other thing that's important is to understand what is currently happening within your industry, so that you can be able to spot opportunities that other people are possibly not looking at. Remember, entrepreneurship has an element of a calling. So there's something that you might see that your competitors might not see. So staying up to date and current with what is happening in your industry is very crucial for its sustainability. Okay, my favorite part, financial management. What is financial management? So as accountants, we have been guilty of using big terms, things people don't understand. I like to bring it down, because I know business owners are exceptional at their areas of expertise. This might not be an area that they are comfortable with. And that's where I, as an accountant, come in. So what is financial management? In a nutshell, the easiest way I can explain it is, how do you manage your company's finances for today, for tomorrow, and for the future? If you want to lead a financially managed company that will be here 10, 50, 100 years from now, you need to be making decisions, financial decisions, that will ensure that that business is going to be sustainable. Financial management has an element of planning. When money comes into the business, do you have a plan of how that money is going to be utilized? Are you budgeting? What is budgeting? Why should I care about budgeting? Budgeting helps you structure how the company is going. It's looking into the future, right? And it's based on the goals that you have put into place for this year. I'll give you an example. You say in 2024, I want to increase my sales by R1 million. By the end of 2024, my sales from 2023 must have increased by R1 million. Great. How are you going to do that in the financial sense? I'm going to approach 50 mines, 50 mines at the beginning of the year and ask for an opportunity to tell them about my product. But most importantly, find out what is currently bothering them and how my product and my service can assist their business. Who is going to be running and approaching these mines? You must have a plan of how you're planning on reaching that target that you said you are going to be achieving, and to be looking at it on a monthly basis. So in January, the plan was by the end of the year, I must have hit additional revenue by R1 million. January, I'm going to have a portion of that million that I need to have obtained. In February, a portion of that million, etc. Then on a monthly basis, you are looking, how am I on target towards those targets, towards those budgets? When I look at my actuals, when I look at my actual sales, where am I towards that target I said I was going to achieve in January? Financial management also requires that business owners get comfortable with their numbers. A lot of us like to say, I didn't do accounting. I hate numbers. Numbers confuse me. This is the game you chose to play in. And this game requires that business owners know their numbers. There's a lot of trainings, there's a lot of workshops, there's YouTube. Guys, I use YouTube like there is no tomorrow. When I get stuck somewhere, I ask YouTube. There's also ChatGPT. You need to understand these things. Nowadays, because there's so much information that's available, saying I don't know numbers is now an excuse because there is an abundant amount of information. For example, we host webinars at Ndzumo Consulting every 2 weeks, whereby we're educating business owners about things like taxes, cash flow management, etc. And those webinars are completely free. But as I mentioned, the amount of information that will be shared at Electra Mining, and entrance is completely free. Just asking people, I'm not comfortable with numbers. What do I need to do in order to learn these things? Because this game requires that you are. It's not enough to say, I don't know. If you want to be here tomorrow and in 10 years' time, you need to understand the difference between revenue and net profit. If you don't, that's your homework for today. Before Electra Mining, I want you to know just those two things. What is revenue and what's net profit? This game requires you to understand that lingo so that when you're approaching a mining, a sourcing company for the mining industry and they're asking, what's your revenue for 2024? You must know what they are talking about. Because if they can see that you can speak the language, you are comfortable with the numbers of your business, they're more likely to trust you with their money, right? We are here. The internet is here for you to get more information. So playing this game requires that you get comfortable with your numbers. Okay, budgeting. The other thing with regards to financial management is what's called cash flow forecasting. What is cash flow forecasting? And how is it different from budgeting? We have to agree, right? Cash is king, no matter where you go. You can raise an invoice worth R1,000,000, which is great. Your books will be saying, I've made sales of R1,000,000. But when you look at the bank balance is saying 0. So how do you manage the cash coming into the business in order to ensure the sustainability of your business? I've had clients that have had a PO payout, and I like using R1,000,000, it's a round figure. PO paid out R1,000,000 on the, let's say, the 10th of the month. By the 25th of the month, there is no money in the bank to pay salaries. And that's because they did not manage their cash in the bank correctly. Money came into the business, they went and bought the latest laptop for the business, whereas any laptop would have sufficed for what they need in their business. So managing your cash is very important as part of financial management. Cash, without cash, there is no business, because you can't pay employees will leave. You can't pay your suppliers, and now you can't get product in order to service your next project. Cash is king, and cash flow forecasting is important. So what cash flow forecasting does is it says, let's look at the bank balance right now, the cash in the bank. What income, money in the bank now? You might have invoiced the client on the 1st, but if they only pay on the 30th, 30 days later, the cash in the cash flow forecast is only going to account for that income 30 days later. So you can see when there's going to be times where there's not enough money in the bank. Why is this important? Why is this information important for you as a business owner to know when there's not going to be enough money in the bank? It's going to wake you up to say, okay, I need to close more deals that are quicker, that are going to bring in more cash easily. What else can I do that's going to generate cash for me while I wait for a 60-day purchase order to pay out? So cash flow forecasting looks at the cash. You can make it in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, so that you can see when there's going to be times when there's not going to be enough cash in the bank. I'm not going to be long now. The other thing, which is very important, cash flow forecasting helps you with planning on how you're going to be using the cash in the bank. December is coming. You can then decide, is the bonus I'm going to pay out going to be 50% of the employees' salaries, or is it going to be 10%? If I make it 50%, what's going to be the cash implications for the business in 3 months after December, in 6 months after December? Okay, so setting financial goals is very important, right? Again, guys, this is just a snippet. I can go on. These are my favorite topics, but time is not allowing, and I need to allow time for the other guests. So financial leadership for me is saying, as a business owner, you need to get comfortable with the numbers of your business if you are planning on running a sustainable business. There's a reason why corporates have weekly meetings, monthly meetings to discuss the finances of the business. As a small business owner, how often are you looking at your company's finances? Because numbers don't lie. I do not want to lie to you. It's a fact. We business owners tend to like looking at the cash in the bank versus a project to see whether that project was actually profitable or not. But because money came in, we're not looking at the expenses that were involved in bringing that money in. And you might find that a project that paid out R1,000,000 actually cost you R1,000,000 too, cost you more. But because you're looking at just the money coming in and not taking into account the expenses that it required in order to get that money in, you tend to say yes, yes, yes to all available projects. Okay, Hlulisani is gonna kill me. So financial leadership for me means you as a business owner needs to be comfortable with your numbers. Numbers don't lie. The big teams in the mining industry are looking at their finances on a regular basis. You need to do the same. Financial discipline is so important. You need to be disciplined in how you are managing the company's finances. The company's finances are not my personal finances. The company's finances ensure that the company is gonna be able to accept future jobs. So separating personal and business expenses is quite important, and being responsible for the company's business finances is crucial. Apologies about that. Hlulisani, I ate into your time. I hope you can unmute. Yes, you can please unmute. Hlulisani is just gonna quickly tell us a little bit more about WIMBiz. Again, business owners, mine was just to give you a snippet on what will be discussed at Electra Mining. If you want to know more, meet us at Electra Mining. Take it away, Hlulisani.
Thank you so much, Pamela. There was no need to rush. I'm going to be very quick. I was still enjoying your talk. I think it's quite informative, and I'm looking forward to you unpacking that at Electra on the 5th. All right, so just to get into who WIMBiz is, firstly, my name is Hlulisani. I sit in the WIMBiz board. I volunteer at WIMBiz. Who WIMBiz is, it's Women in Mining Business, right? It's an organization that represents women in mining business. What we really stand for, it's we're trying to equip women-led businesses who are interested in participating in the mining industry. How we do that, we do that by facilitating supply chain opportunities, exposing those opportunities to women in our database, and also just enabling women to tap into the networks that exist. So stuff like the Electra Mining that is coming, those are opportunities that we create for people who are connected to the organization to be able to participate in. And be able to engage with other business owners and other opportunities that may not come their way if they were not connected to a body like WIMBiz. So it might be overwhelming when you hear a lot about mining businesses. So this is not only for your technical or your high mining sort of type of businesses such as engineering and stuff like that. So anyone who can supply a service to the industry can become part of WIMBiz, right? So if you're a financial service like Pamela, who's not necessarily an engineer or a geology or a drilling company, you can still become part of WIMBiz and benefit from the industry. We've got a lot of cleaning companies that are subscribed in our databases. We've got a lot of stationery, the HR stuff. So it's not limited only to the core mining businesses. So I just quantify that so that someone who's sitting here who's got a business that does not necessarily do core mining does not need to feel left out. You can become part of the organization and still benefit from the industry. So I have just posted on there WIMBiz website on the chat for those that might be interested in joining, right? So it's a free I'm showing the wrong thing. Just give me a heads up if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much. So joining WIMBiz, it's got layers, right? So you can join the WIMBiz portal and be able to get information from our side whenever there are opportunities and events and functions that you need to be part of. But also there is another leg that is a paid subscription that helps you to have other benefits available within the organization. So my encouragement would just be for anyone who's here to go into the website, join, register to join now, follow the steps that are there, and then once you start to engage with the organization and you start getting information, you will become familiar with what WIMBiz does, and then you will be able to confidently commit to participating in other activities that are available within the organization. So our call is just to invite as many women as possible who are willing to participate in supply chain opportunities within the industry, and who just want to be able to grow their businesses and expand into the mining industry, which is a good and lucrative industry that is looking for women. So yeah, that's my short presentation. Come join us, engage with us. We've got quite a lot of activities that happen every now and then, conferences, and a lot of other networking opportunities that just enables businesses to plug in and be able to get information either regarding how to become compliant, how to be able to access opportunities, how to be able to build a sustainable business like we are driving for Electra. So maybe also just to demystify, Electra Mining is not just for women, it's for everyone. So men, women, you're welcome to join our conference, though we are, our focus is women-led businesses, but we're inviting everybody who is interested to become part of the conference, register, come join us. Let's have those engagements going, and you may never know, your connection to your next deal might be there. So yeah, that's just to me. I think Balista has said a lot around what to expect at Electra, and just register, ensure that you get your ticket in time. The WIMBiz story will be in Hall 10. And once you register for the conference, you get the details of whether the conference will be held. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Pamella?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Luisani, for that. Right. Yeah. And I'm super excited to see the chats, the comments on the chat. Already joined, will join. Thank you. I'm interested to join. I already joined. So that is so encouraging. Thank you for that. Who said entrepreneurship is a lonely job? Is it not? Is it not a choice now with organizations like WIMBiz? Right? Right?
Now, definitely, so, we get to assist where we can, and there's quite a lot of skilled and experienced, seasoned businesswomen that are within WIMBiz. I'm just here because I'm facilitating the conference, but there are a lot of seasoned businesses that some of you can benefit from that network and grow your connections. Right? It might not yield the benefits in the next month, but that connection can lead you to something bigger into 2025, right? So it's never a waste. So there's a lot of things that are in the pipeline for WIMBiz as an organization, and once you join the network, you will not miss out on any of the information that we share on a continuous basis.
Amazing, guys. Once you're in, you're in. If you want to get in, register and become a member of WIMBiz. It's completely free. What's the worst that can happen, right? You get to get information about what's happening in the mining industry. You get to information about what's happening with women-led businesses in the mining industry. You're not alone. So yeah, I am registering already, so yeah. Okay, cool. We left with 5 more minutes. We're just gonna allow that time for Q&A. I see we've got a hand raised. No more day, you can unmute and ask your question. So guys, if you've got a question, please just raise your hand. I'll unmute you and then you can ask your question. 5 minutes left. Go ahead, no more day.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon, ladies. I just want to find out if there's any difference in registering at WIMBiz for businesses. Is there any additional costs that will be incurred or that one has to pay to register as a business? Or to register, is there any difference to register as an individual or as a business? Thank you.
Okay, so maybe I can take that one,
Please,
right?
thank
So, WIMBiz is an organization for women in mining businesses, right? So if you have a business, you cannot register just as an individual. You can supply your information just to be able to connect and get information, but the benefit is in registering your business within WIMBiz, right? So we had subscription, what do you call it? Options that were available, and I think the lowest was about 1,500 that you needed to pay to register your business. I just came out of a meeting now that for the rest of this year, those funds, because we want more and more women to benefit from the organization, might be falling away. So it's not official yet, but if you join now, you might still be able to get in for free, and it might not be the case come next year. So those are some of the things that are there. So it's a paid membership with different subscription depending on the size of the organization that you run. But there is a window that has just been opened as of this morning, but it's not official yet. So just join. Let's see how it goes. And even if that subscription is still required, like I said, the minimum is 1,500, which is very little for the benefit that you get and the connection that you get exposed to.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Anomode. I believe that has answered your question. Guys, you heard it here first. So once you're in, you're in. All right, Shani, you can unmute and ask your question. I think we've got time for just one more question. Shani, you can unmute and ask your question. I'm not sure what the unmute button is because a number of people, I'm not sure where it is. Shani, or maybe you can just okay, ask your question in the chat and we'll try to attend to it. So I think we've got time for one more question. If there's a burning question that you have, you can just raise your hand and we'll try to address it. But I think this was jam-packed. Okay, let's take just one more. All right. Matsai Samo. Sorry, I'm so bad with the names. Yes, thank you.
Morning,
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
I'm all right, and yourself?
Great, thanks.
It's Matsiamo.
Matsiamo.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Thank you, Pamela. I've actually just tried to register on the WIMBiz website, right? So I did everything and I followed the prompts, and when I try and log in, it's giving me an error message. Who can I contact regarding that?
Matsiamo, so just let me try and see if you can. Admin at wimbiz.co.za will be able to help you, right? So because I cannot see your error and stuff, I might not be able to assist, but try admin at wimbiz.co.za. Or also just try a little bit later if you still experience any issues.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, for the other attendees, gonna put the email address in the chats. Because I know when one person asks a question, 10 other people are probably thinking it or want more information. All right, Shani, Shani.
Pamela, sorry, I misled. So I posted the correct admin. So it's .org.za. Okay, yeah, not .co.za, .org.za.
Yeah, .org.za. Yeah,
Yes,
not a problem.
I got
Shani, you like it, I like you. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. These business owners have to go make money and pay salaries. 1 minute. Ask a question. Shani. Oh, okay. You ask your question at WIMBiz, at unmuted. No, you can unmute yourself, eh? Please look for the unmute button. I'm not sure where it is, but you have the facility to unmute. Alternatively, you'll join us at Electra Mining. WIMBiz will be having a stand there. You can just go over to them and ask them any questions. I'll also be there. So if this question was more directed at me, I'll also be at Electra Mining. All right. Otherwise, thank you so much, business owners, for joining us today. I know today's webinar was very brief. It was, again, just to give you a little bit more information about Electra Mining, WIMBiz, and the topic I'll be digging into a lot at Electra Mining. Thank you so much for your time. You are making a difference in this country. You are making a difference in your family's life. Keep at it, keep pushing. And there are other small businesses that are there and understand the journey. You do not need to be alone. All right. Otherwise, see you at Electra Mining from the 2nd until the 6th of September. Cannot wait to meet you all there. And don't forget the cocktail. Ask questions. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.